Alright, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, and they're out of both Chico, California and Mills River, North Carolina, and this is their Peachy Little Thing. So this is a hazy IPA, and on the side of the label it says ale with natural flavors. It comes in at 7% alcohol by volume, 18 IBUs at the time of review. This can is just under 3 months old. So let's address the elephant in the room. This is a rare review where the beer's already poured, and that's because this guy doesn't know what he's doing. So more often than not, when I'm doing a review, I always look over at my tablet over here because I can see everything that's going on. And I cracked open the beer, I poured it, and I looked over and I said, I never hit the record button. So I had my whole spiel, I poured the beer, I did not taste it, I did not smell it, but I poured it. So whatever, it happens. Anyway, I'm reviewing this one as a shelfie beer for the month of September 2025. And I picked this one up because a very good friend of mine and viewer of the channel, Billy, said that he hated it and he would love to see my take on it. And a couple other people that I'm friends with on Untapped and Instagram also did not like this one, but also there was a couple that thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm curious about this one. It has the dreaded natural flavors, which means a bunch of things. Basically, it means any flavor that is naturally derived from nature, from the world, right? It's not chemically made. However, that means a lot of times you can get all kinds of weird natural flavors that don't taste natural. And a lot of times, natural peach flavor tastes like peach gummy rings, fuzzy peaches, so candied peaches. They did say they brewed this one with Alora and Magnum hops, Alora specifically because it has a peach characteristic. However, I'm thinking the natural flavor of peach in here is going to taste candied. We will see. So like I said, I already poured it. Now, I can tell you I didn't drink any of this because I'm going to pour some more here. And it almost goes to the top. This Tiku, I think, is like, It was very carbonated. As you saw the pour when I started it, I didn't pour it all that aggressive. It was pretty carbonated. And I'm cheating. And I don't hate that. Just let's say that. But it doesn't taste really natural. So anyway, I didn't taste any of it until right then. But in the hashtag, definitely not proper glassware, it's Firestone Walker glass. That looks nice. That looks like a lot of the Little Thing series from Sierra Nevada. It has this like bright, kind of vibrant orange. In person, it looks a little bit more bright and vibrant than you're seeing. Like I'm seeing kind of something like that, you know, like a little bit more of a sunshine kind of orange, where you guys are seeing slightly dulled out, but it definitely has this orange kind of honey orange golden color, 2.5 fingers of a very fluffy looking head. It looks nice. I'm not going to BS you guys. It looks really nice in the glass, but you know, it's murky, it's turbid, it's kind of, it's a hazy. What more do you need? It's a hazy. Anyway, good nose. Yeah, it smells like candied peaches, and I'm not going to bullshit you. That little sip that I took to save from the head, it was all head, but it had like a subtle but definitely noticeable like peach gummy ring, fuzzy peaches, candied peaches. And that's what I'm smelling in the nose. It's sweet candied peach. And I love that nose. I love candy. Like I could fucking tear up a bag of peach gummy rings, fuzzy peaches, any like peach Sour Patch Kids, whatever, right? Like I like candied peach. But you know, if you don't want to say candied peach, it's kind of like the syrup you'd get in like a fruit cup where it has like peaches, say, and pineapple and like cherries, and it kind of has like peach syrup, kind of like that. I'm literally getting nothing else. That is the main component of this one. It smells, listen, I love Sierra Nevada. I hope they're not going to start going the route of New Belgium with their Voodoo Ranger lineup, the Fruit Force and Juice Force, and a lot of breweries are doing that now. Even the Firestone Walker came out with their, their Cosmic. Was it the Brain Melter or the Cosmic one? One of them had natural flavors and kind of just smells like a juice box, right? That's kind of what this smells like. Do I hate it? No. Do I want to necessarily drink a 7% fruit box? I know a lot of you out there, fruit box, juice box. I'm sure some of you do. I'm just not in that stage of my my life. Anyway, it smells good, but it doesn't really smell like beer. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. It's precisely what it is. Thing is I don't hate this beer, but I also have no real desire to ever drink something like this. I don't know. It's hard to explain. We'll go body mouthfeel, proper review. Buying this is medium, maybe a touch under, a bit thin at 7%. Not watery, but maybe a touch watery. Kind of expected more of 7% from Sierra Nevada. Has a little bit of like a watery sensation on the palate. The mouthfeel is nice. It's softer than anticipated. It's like mild to moderately carbonated, so a bit softer. It's smooth, has a hint of creaminess. So the mouthfeel is pretty spectacular. Body, bit thin, bit watery. You know, Sierra Nevada comes out with some good beers. Even the Little Thing series. I mean, hey, Sierra Nevada is not known for their hazies. They're known for the pale ale, their torpedo, Bigfoot, big, bold, resinous, bitter, hop-forward beers. The Little Thing series, I know a lot of people out there like them, and I don't think they're bad whatsoever, especially like the regular ones that are just hazies. They're pretty good for like a shelfie. You can find them at grocery stores. You can find them at gas stations. Like, yeah, they're good for what that is, right? This is more in line with like a Voodoo Ranger Juice Force, Fruit Force, but without the huge alcohol. It is a front to back candied peach. You could say syrupy, like I said, like fruit cup kind of peach syrup. And that is like the predominant note. Underlying like slight bready, crackery malt vibe. Midway through the palate, I get something that I'd recognize as like citrus, maybe a little bit of like an orange peel, citrus rind of some sort, like a white grapefruit. The peach character isn't, to me, authentic. It's not like real peach. It's definitely more peach, candy peach, natural flavor, peach, artificial flavor, even though it's not artificial. I will say the one redeeming quality of this one is it actually is quite dry on the finish. This is like firmly to almost bone dry. There's a mild bitterness here, so yes, it is sweet. It's juice box-esque. It's not exactly my cup of tea nowadays, but for what it is, it's not bad. It's just something I don't personally enjoy. I wish I was able to grab the Big Little Thing, because Billy's been really digging on that one, but the can was like 5 months old. And listen, I've talked about shelfie beer reviews, and like sometimes you just got to pick up whatever you can pick up, because that's the allure to me to shelfie beer reviews. They're going to be cheaper. They're readily available at grocery stores and gas stations, but sometimes they're not super fresh. This is just under 3 months old, not super fresh. I don't want to do the Big Little Thing at 5 months old. I think that would have been a disservice to it and not fair. It does hide the alcohol quite well. Can't tell it's 7%. And in fact, because of that slightly thin and watery mouthfeel, I'd guess like 6. So there's pros, there's cons here. This is what I'll say in closing on this beer. It's not a bad beer if this is what you're searching out. If you want a peach-flavored Hazy IPA at 7% that hides the alcohol extremely well, really hones in on that peach characteristic, has a pretty good balance to it, but not really bitter, pick this one up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. However, if you're looking for a real peach flavor with a really good Hazy IPA base that has a bunch of bitterness and a beautiful body and everything, not for you. I don't think this is a bad beer. This is one I would never buy again. Let me go one more sip just to make sure that I'm going to lock in the rating. I'm going to lock in. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll finish the rest of it, but I'll never buy it again. So Peachy Little Thing IPA from Sierra Nevada. I'm going to give this a low 3.75. I'll go 3.65. Probably one of the lowest ratings I've given to a Sierra Nevada beer ever. But, you always get honesty here, and I'm just telling you, this is not a beer that I would revisit from Sierra Nevada. I've pretty sure liked every other Little Thing beer past this. And, yeah. It is what it is. Price point availability, it's fine. $10.99 a 6-pack. If it comes in 12 packs, you're probably looking at like $18 to $20. That's fine. I mean, you're less than $2 a can. If you get in the 12-pack, probably like $1.50 to $1.75. Yeah, I mean, if this is your jam, it's a great price point. And you drink 2 or 3 of these, you're going to be feeling real good. Availability, it's Sierra Nevada. I don't know if this is year-round, but it's been out for a while. I don't know if this is like a spring/summer seasonal. I just know that I've seen it at quite a few places recently, but all the cans were substantially old. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to buy one and see how it is. I don't think fresh, this is going to be like substantially better, but this might be better. This might be like a high 3.75 or something like that. I just think that peach character dominates a little bit too much for what I'm looking for. And it dominates in a way that's more candied and, natural than actual, like a real peach would. So it is what it is. Anyway, I really want to hear from you guys. If you've had this one before, please post in the comment section. Like I said, the aforementioned Billy, I know he wasn't a fan. He did want to see me review it. Billy, I reviewed it, and I lean more towards you than not. I'm not saying this is terrible and it's undrinkable, because it's not. Because if someone handed this to me and I was like at a party or whatever, I'd drink a can of it. But this is not my wheelhouse anymore. This is not a beer I would seek out. This is not what I'm drinking anymore. So, take that into consideration. So again, if you've had this one before, please post in the comment section. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.